It's Toto for the Peter Channel Son of News Eyes. Late Saturday, August 7th, 2016. And just before the Peter Channel signs off at the night, as somebody did. Late night, Saturday night, news at 9 at 11 o'clock hour. I'm Peter Wiggins. Top story at 11 o'clock is Heartbreak in the Heartland as the son of a Kansas State lawmaker died Sunday on Wallet's side that is built as the world's largest in Kansas State, Kansas, according to officials and the boy's family. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has told a vast rally in Istanbul that he would approve the return of the death penalty. It was backed by the parliament and then the public. The story's been updated as the two Republican elected officials who have been critical of Donald Trump and voiced serious doubts about a mogul's ability to win the key battleground states of Arizona after the GOP presidential nominee. At least 30 people have been killed by landslides in the Mexican states of Puebla and Veracruz after tropical storm Earl hit Mexico, according to an official Twitter account of National Civil Protection Coordinator Luis Puente. Iran had exerted nuclear sanctions affected the U.S. and had returned to the Islamic Republic under mysterious circumstances a year earlier. And a year later, officials said Sunday acknowledged for the first time that the nation secretly detained. Thailand about to come with a 3-week law after voters approved the military-backed constitution, which could mark the step toward restoring democracy in the Southeast Asian nation. A fast-moving wildfire burning near Silverwood Lake in the San Bernardino Mountains quickly grew to 1,000 acres within a few hours Sunday after the public and recreation official said. San Francisco, the mother and 18-year-old man was one of two scatterers who died prominent in the Northern California vineyards and her son was jumping up for the first time. Johannesburg stood out for international holdings in the Africa's retail in China, but little known outside of the continent as many of this first story in the U.S. It was the first week of August, but you wouldn't know about it. Series of blockbuster tech and media deals announced this week. Airbus Group SE said the UK serious fraud office has opened a criminal investigation into the allegations of fraud, bribery, and corruption and related some of its third-party consultants. In Greek mythology, the Chimera is a monster in pot line, pot gold and pot snake, far from reality true, but the idea of mixing the magic creatures is real. It has ethics concerns. With health officials struggling to eradicate the mosquitoes spreading in Zika from Miami, meaning a concern that they battle against the virus may soon hit their home. New asthma drug Furbiprant shows promise in the early trials and may not be one to cure for asthma, but things are looking up to the drug called Furbiprant and its status as the first new asthma pill close to 2 decades. Scientists have made an important discovery about one vicious disease that affects the lives of millions of people, but what is a sickle cell trait and why does it have such unusual characteristics? The trait is the designation of the choice of two president nominees, both ready to offer major economic policy speeches. Republican Donald Trump prepares Monday night before a crowd of 1,500 at the Detroit Economic Club, long for a traditional stop. Houston, the Democrat and the National Convention of Women have been a delegate for Bernie Sanders, but now he has gone and she was there on the stage of the talent show at the Green Party Convention in the Student Center. Peter Channel News Times now 11:03 on this late Sunday night, and here's Tornado for a New England Insular Port in the middle of Massachusetts 1 hour ago at 51 Summer Street. Over after rollover and checkability of the Boston Med flight. And down in Chelsea, Easy Modern Washington Avenue held up a gunpoint, masked white male fled on foot. And in Lakeville, Devin Carrier, 21 of Freetown, while Donald Air athlete in the mixed martial arts community, was killed Saturday in a single car crash. Peter Channel News Time, 11:03 on this late Sunday night. Time now for a traffic and transit report. Let's study off down in the MBTA, where the MBTA's commuter rail and the ferries are looking good, but MBTA Blue Line's pierced with minor laser to police action. Orange Line's pierced with minor laser to disabled train at Top Medical Center, and SL5 pierced with minor laser to traffic. Alright, take a look at some highways and byways on this late Sunday night. And down in New York City, where 95 on the northbound side is backed up from the Interstate 80 all the way up to the Bronx. 87 on both ends, Little and Bronx around Route 95. Long Expressway, westbound side is backed up Hempstead all the way up to Brooklyn. 278 on both ends is backed up from Brooklyn all the way up to 495. Lincoln Tunnel eastbound side is backed up. Midtown Tunnel is backed up in the eastbound side. FDR Drive southbound sides back to Harlem to Midtown Manhattan. 278 on the eastbound side back to the center down stretch. Out in the Albany area where through is looking a little slow around Interstate 87. But otherwise, highways and byways of the Albany area looking good. In Connecticut, Merritt Parkway on westbound side is back to around Route 8 in Bridgeport. 95 on the northbound side is slow for the New Haven stretch. 84 westbound side is backed up before Route 8 in Waterbury, Connecticut. Interstate 84 westbound side of Little Surround, Interstate 91 in Norfolk, Connecticut. Interstate 91 in the Mass Pike interchange in Chickpea at South Little Solve. Mass Pike interchange in 293 and 95. Albany is backed up. 95 on the northbound side is backed up from 495 out in Foxborough all the way out to Route 1 in Sharon. 7 Expressway southbound side is backed up out in the Mass Pike out in Dorchester. Mass Pike eastbound side is at Little Surround, Route 128 out in Weston. 495 on the northbound side of Little Surround, Route 2 out in Lawton and Nipperton just before Route 3 out in Lowell. Route 3 on the northbound side of the Sword International Stretch. Spotted Turbine on the northbound side of backed up around Route 125 in Lebanon. And 295 on the southbound side of Little Surround, Brunswick, Maine. 89 on the southbound side of the Sword after Canadian Port up in Vermont. And 87 on the southbound side back after Canadian Port up in Plattsburgh, New York. And 59 both ends. Low after the Canadian Port up in 7 Quebec headed towards Montreal. And the 3 on the westbound side, it is slow before 2 in Buffalo. Here's A1 on the northbound side, slow north of Cicero, New York. And out in Pennsylvania, Turnpike is a little slow east of King and Prussia. 636 westbound side is backed up around in Philadelphia. Jersey Turnpike southbound side backed up before the one more bridge. 95 on the southbound side is backed up between 695 and Rockville and Baltimore. 695 on the eastbound side, little slow South Baltimore. Beltway, Capital Beltway backed up from Rockville all the way up to Route 50 on the eastbound, westbound sides. And 95 on the southbound side, still after the Capital Beltway in Fort Belvoir, Virginia. Peter Channel News Time, 11:06 on this late Saturday time out for weather report. And take a look at a 7-day forecast. It goes like this. And for tonight, it's going to be mostly good sky, about 59 degrees, calm wind. For Monday, it's going to be about 85 degrees, light variable wind becoming an for us about 5 miles in the afternoon. For Monday night, good sky, about 59 degrees, light variable wind. Today, Sunday, most good sky, about 88, about 60 degrees, light variable wind. Shifts in the southwest around 3 to 5 miles an hour. For Wednesday, slight chance of showers between noon and 3 p.m. Slight chance of showers and thunderstorms after 3 p.m. Front sky about 83 degrees. Chance of rain 20%. Wednesday night, most skies go about 70 degrees. For Thursday, most sunny podcast about 92, about 71 degrees. But Friday, chance of showers put to the most skies go about 89, about 69 degrees. Chance of 30%. Saturday, chance of showers put to the most skies go about 87, about 69 degrees. Chance of 35%. And for Sunday, chance of showers, most skies go about 85 degrees. Chance of 40%. Currently, and not near, it is fast guys, and it is 66 degrees with a humidity of 80%. And that is coming for the Peter Channel Sun Off News List. Late Sunday night, August 7th, 2016, Peter said, good night, and see you in the morning. See you tomorrow morning. Right now, time now, 8 minutes up to 11 o'clock minutes late Sunday night. Peter Channel will be signing off for the night. Peter will be a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Good night.